Hello everyone, it's your boy Mize, and welcome back from a really long forced hiatus. I've been gone for a little while. I've been making a lot of changes in my life, one of those including moving to a new recording studio. But I'm back, I'm making videos once again, and hopefully we can keep it consistent. Now, since then, I know there's been a lot of things that's been going on. I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm going to talk about the more recent thing that's been happening, but I have been talking about them on my podcast with my co-host Diro on Watching the World Burn on WTF Media on SoundCloud. So if you want to go check that out, go ahead. I'll leave the link in the description, but for now, we'll just be talking about the recent shit that's been going on. And our first topic that we're going to be talking about today is, of course, Machinima removing all their videos from the channel and basically just going under, just completely disappearing. I feel like this isn't really something much to talk about since other people have talked about it a lot, but I think it is something to bring up since Machinima was a big part of YouTube history, and for them to be gone just like that is really jarring, to be honest with you. If you go back all the way to the early days of YouTube gaming, Machinima was one of those trailblazers, and it's interesting yet sad to see how far YouTube gaming has evolved since then, but because of that evolution, Machinima has now become less and less involved to the point where they aren't really needed anymore. It's kind of like a father raising its children, and now those children are gone and the father isn't needed. It could die in peace. So, thank you, Machinima, for everything you've done, both the good and bad. Our next story is going to involve something kind of weird. If you haven't already heard, there's a recording out there of Liam Neeson talking to a journalist about a girl he knew that got raped, and in wanting to know who the guy was, all she could give about the guy was that he was black. And about after a week, he would walk up the streets after night hoping that some drunk black guy would walk out and bother him after coming out of a bar or something so that he could kill them. And as this came out, the internet does what the internet does and shares many opinions on this. On one side, you have people calling him a racist and wanting him to be banned from Hollywood, and others understanding the situation and defending Liam. And personally, for me, I think I'm on the side with Liam Neeson. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think that he was a man who had someone close to him get hurt, and he just thought irrationally for the most part. And he admits that what he did, he wasn't proud of. He admits that what he did was wrong, that it was bad, it was a horrible thing, and he's able to reflect on that as a better person. If anything, I think it shows that he's grown and changed drastically as a person, and for the most part, I stand with him and hope that other people can learn from this and grow themselves and not make the stupid mistakes like Liam Neeson did. Alright, this next topic we're going to talk about, we're going to dive into it, and this one is definitely one of the more weirder ones, and I think there's a lot more we can dissect from this one. But basically, as we all know now, 21 Savage was arrested by ICE agents and was found out that he actually isn't from Atlanta, but he's actually from the UK, specifically Brixton. And, from finding this out, people made memes, people wanted to know more about his history, other people came out and tweeted that they knew people from Brixton that knew Savage, and I don't even know where I begin to express myself about this situation. I didn't like 21 Savage's music, but he was the biggest thing to come out of Atlanta in the last, 5 years? And now we're finding out that parts of his life that he claimed were in Atlanta was a lie, and that he's been living this fake persona for a very long time now. It's one of the craziest things I could think of that came out from the rap game in a very long time. So, yeah, I'm a little baffled by this. Now, of course, there's another part of the story that I do want to address, and that's the whole Demi Lovato thing, where when everyone was making the memes, Demi wanted to join in the fun. And because of that, people called her out for her drug abuse. She was getting hate all across the board. She responded with a few trees, but that just got her more hate, and eventually she suspended her Twitter and she made an apology on Instagram. And to that I say, fuck you. Fuck you and everyone else that made fun of Demi for doing basically the same thing you did. I'm not the first person to come to her defense, and I find some of the things she did also shitty, but I also find it shitty that she's getting shit on for no reason while other people are shitting on 21 Savage the same way she was. And to be fair, she wasn't even doing it the same way. She wasn't shitting on 21 directly. She was just laughing at the memes that people were making. And while I do believe that celebrities should also be careful about the things they say, I think the hate was justified and a little bit fucked up. And the final story of the day is just as dumb as the people involved. So for a while now, Jake Paul has been trying to find a new person to fight since beating Denji in his last boxing match, and there have been many celebrities he's called out that have tweeted him back and been wanting to fight him, and now it seems that he might actually have an opponent in the form of Soulja Boy. Yes, that is right. The self-proclaimed tech genius is potentially going to fight Jake Paul for $20 million, I think the last estimate was, and I hope they hurt themselves. I'm going to be very blunt about this. I genuinely think and hope that they hurt themselves, because this is two idiots that are getting in the ring for the clout and the fame and the publicity, and I just think it's going to be a horrible, terrible shit show. While at the same time, we get to see two idiots fight each other that many people who hate them want to see them fight or beat their ass, but we don't have to do it. We could just watch them beat their own asses. We give them money for it, but I think that's a pretty good trade-off. So, you know what, Soulja Boy? You know what, Jake Paul? Go ahead. Have the fight. Have fun. I just hope that there's blood and one of you gets a concussion. And that is going to do it for the crap wrap-up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I know I've been gone a long time, but I have many projects that I'm doing. I have many plans. I'm trying to rebuild my website. I'm trying to talk to people about making items to sell, all this other shit. It's been a lot, but thank y'all for sticking around. I hope to make more videos. I'll probably do this one this week, but when next week starts, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be the upload schedule 3 times a week. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Check me out on Spotify and SoundCloud. Go ahead and check out What the Fuck Media. It's a channel and a SoundCloud profile that me and my friends are building. We would appreciate the support. And of course, as always, stay hydrated. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget to check out Extreme Grit Pro. Go to the website, link will be in the description, and use the code Kurosaki to get 10% off your purchase.